Hello, my name is Marshall. Happy 4th of July. What an appropriate time to start this video series. I was asked by the Democratic Party here in Newaygo to start this series to do some videos. Just a little background about myself. Again, my name is Marshall. I lived in Chicago for many years. Originally, I'm from New York. Um, Oddly enough, I grew up about 5 miles from Donald Trump. I'm about 8 years younger than him, so I know the man, I know the neighborhood, I know a lot about that. I'll be talking about that in a little while. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I used to have a political talk show in Chicago. It was called Awakened America. It was on WCPT. And basically, the premise of the show was the idea that we as regular people would talk and not get involved with the talking points and the things that are out there to divide us. Because divided, we the people, we are the sovereigns of this nation. We tend to give our power away to politicians and others. They are our servants. We are the rulers of this country. And so it's very important that we remain united. It's why it's very important to them that they divide us. So what this is about, what I would like to do is, I believe that truth is the most important thing that there is. And there's a lot of misunderstanding, there's a lot of propaganda, there's a lot of misstatements out there, and I'm here to correct them. So, unfortunately, I think one of the things that has happened as a result of Trump and the Republicans, let me digress for just a moment, just to say that if you think Trump is the problem, you're missing the point. It's not Trump. Trump is a symptom. Trump was raised by the Republican Party. The Republican Party has been radicalizing itself ever since Richard Nixon, and it had finally gotten to a very big extreme. So it's not just Trump, it is the Republican Party that is concerning. They have their own television propaganda network, and it's not just one now. They've been, now there's Newsmax, there's The Blaze, there's 95%, last time I looked it up, of the talk show airwaves on the radio is right-wing, talk. They call it conservative. It's not conservative. I have friends who are conservatives, and I love them, and I respect them. These people are not conservatives. They are radicals. And when you listen to them, you understand that that's the case. These are people who promote memes like Hillary Clinton ran a child pornography ring in the basement of a pizza place in Washington. Sounds ridiculous, right? But somebody took it seriously enough to go down there with a gun. These are the kinds of things that are going on. Unfortunately, what's been happening is Trump and the Republicans have been being normalized. The media has been beaten up. Kind of one of the ideals or goals of Fox News was to normalize their propaganda. And the way that they do that is by shaming the other stations and saying, oh, you're liberal, you're liberal, you're liberal. So what do? They get manipulated, and they actually start moving more towards the right wing. They start including things that are not true, they're not factual, but they satisfy the right wing, so they have a bigger viewership base. So we're in danger in this country because truth has become very malleable. And that is the most dangerous thing that can ever happen in a democracy or in a free society. So, what this video series is about is straightening that out. I'm going to come on every so often. I'm going to take the latest meme that's out there that is not true and correct the record for you so you know what it is. I want to address something that I'm hearing that's disturbing me. It's something that I hear actually people on my side saying that concerns me, and that is this meme that, oh, well, the Democrats aren't any good either. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. If you compare the Republican Party and the Democratic Party and what they've done, please think about it this way. Obama got into office. Now, I didn't agree with everything that he did. I really wanted him to hold Bush accountable, and I thought that was a big mistake not doing that and fighting against the Truth Commission that Patrick Leahy wanted to put in. I think that was a big mistake, and I think that led to some of the problems we have now. But Obama came in. What did he want to do? What was his most important thing to do? Well, number one was to fix the disaster left by the Republicans from the last administration, the financial disaster. And so he did that. And he did it in a way where he was actually reaching out to Republicans, which was a big mistake because he wanted to deal with them in good faith, and they don't deal in good faith. So he actually watered down his stimulus a little bit, so it wasn't as effective as it could be. He made a third of it tax cuts, thinking that would speak to Republicans. Still got no Republican votes on it, so it didn't work, and it watered it down. Um, so it was fixing the economy, saving people that way. He saved the auto industry and healthcare. The huge thing, healthcare. Let me tell you another thing about myself I haven't said before. I am 2 years. This is a new heart. I had a heart transplant 2 years ago. I call this Bob. This is Bob Newhart. Say hello, Bob. Hello. This is because of Democrats. Medicare, Medicaid. Without those, they wouldn't even let me get a transplant. I had to have those because the medication is so expensive. This goes back to Lyndon Johnson and the Great Society. These are Democrats. He was carrying on for John F. Kennedy, what he wanted to do, who was carrying on for Franklin Roosevelt and the New Deal. This whole idea of making society work so that everybody has a chance. This is what the Democratic Party is always about, has been about forever, and is about now. This is the Democratic Party. Don't be ashamed of it. Be proud of it. We're the good guys. We're the angels. So while you're being proud of the Democratic Party, you got to do a little bit more because this is really, really important. This election coming this November, let me tell you something. The Russians are going to be trying to hack it. They're going to be trying to do it, and now they're going to have the help. Trump has not lifted a finger to stop them, and he's not going to. He's meeting in Helsinki with Putin, probably to plan exactly how they're going to try and corrupt the elections. This may sound paranoid to you. I don't know. I think considering everything else has gone on, it's kind of realistic. But okay, let's say that's going to happen. The Republicans are definitely going to try and suppress votes. They do that every election. That's just what they do. Unfortunately, that has become normalized as well. The only way Democrats win is when we have massive turnout. They cannot cheat enough to cover for massive turnout. It's got to be close, and then they can get away with it, okay? So that means that our job is to make sure that we vow, take an oath, a sacred oath. We are going to vote, and we're not just going to vote. We are going to get every person that we know to get out there and vote. And we are not going to just take no for an answer. We're not going to hear somebody say, oh, I would, but I have to go shopping. You're going to say, you have to go shopping. You know what? Give up shopping for today. Because if you don't vote, you might end up in a concentration camp. And they don't have very good shopping there, from what I've heard. Anyway, I'm being a little hyperbolic, but you know what I mean. It's really, really important. Now is the time. Get out there, volunteer, call your senators, call your congressman, really be active. Don't let them depress you. That's what they want to do. They want you to give up. They want you to become cynical. If you do that, they win. We need to win. So for this short period of time, it's July now. We've got July, August, August, September, October, beginning of November. Okay, that's four and a smush. Some more and a smush months. Okay, that's very short time. We've got to work. Donate, volunteer, do everything you can. Talk to everybody. To never, ever, ever, when you hear somebody saying a lie, never just sit and let it go. I know it's the easy way, but we need to do more. This is us fighting for our country. You need to stand up, speak the truth, stand in truth, and we will prevail. Thank you very much.